So far this year, there have been 38 reports of UFO sightings reported to the National UFO Reporting Center.
Well, there's one that has caught the internet's eye involving Red Rocks.
Canada has a significant UFO history. We're one of the few countries that actually logs and collects UFO data on a yearly basis.
Mysterious sight in the sky. In the last couple of hours, our newsroom has been flooded with messages asking what it could be.
The object is quite curious to me because it seems to have no visible means of propulsion. So this very well could be something not of this world.
When this disc appeared in the skies over a remote Malaysian village, residents were left freaking out. As it made its way across the skyline, its gigantic size became visible. Suddenly, tilting to the side, it started moving sideways, showing a bright glowing spot in the middle. Moving on such a low altitude was very unusual for these crafts. Netizens speculated that it might be because the ship wanted to be seen and was there to inflict fear in people. People contacted the authorities, who dismissed it as a hoax, and soon the buzz died down as the UFO was never seen again. Giant disc.
Y'all see that? What is that?
A woman was driving past the airport in Tempe, Arizona, when something floating in the distance caught her eye. A huge saucer-shaped object seemed to hover in the sky. It neither moved nor swayed from its position, like it was stuck there. As the clip ended up on the internet, people gave various theories. Some thought it was a UFO phenomenon using cloudy appearance to hide in plain sight, while others suggested it was a lenticular cloud, a naturally formed cloud shape that eerily resembles an alien spaceship. As experts were called in to analyze the footage, it turned out the saucer shape was actually a cloud made by the nearby mountain in the region. Well, that explains why it wasn't moving at all.
Y'all see that? What is that?
Glasgow UFO.
Lindsay, come here.
Going for a walk in Glasgow, a couple unexpectedly had an otherworldly encounter. A bizarre floating object appeared to be flying through the sky. Is it just me, or does it look humanoid? The figure descended pretty low before disappearing. The guy who recorded the video insisted it was a UFO, as it was unidentified. And before you speculate alien origin, let me tell you, UFO doesn't necessarily mean that. Netizens speculated that it might be a weather balloon, as it was too big to be a drone. If you guys have a clue on this, let me know in the comments. Uruguay UFO. Is there any place where these saucers have not made a cameo yet? Yes! That would be my backyard, because they are everywhere else. This UFO sighting clip was shot in Uruguay back in 1994. And the reason why this clip is famous is because it has never been debunked. People believe it to be a legit UFO sighting. There has been skepticism over the years, with claims of a secret government technology. Nothing was confirmed about the sighting. Flying saucer. The saucer-like object you see on the screen was captured over the sea waves in South Africa in 2003. You might be wondering why the old footage has been circulating online. Well, as South Africa has a history of such sightings, this one is considered the most reliable. The object stayed flying in the sky for a while before disappearing. Did you see the light on it flickering? People assumed it was to summon the portal opening so that it could travel back into its own dimension. And as ridiculous as it might sound, trust me, ever since the sightings, locals have been believing and fearing such sightings. Arrow-shaped object. Here's a clip from Sao Paulo, Brazil, where a resident of an apartment building recorded this unusual thing hanging in the sky. Thinking it might be some neighbor's stuff, he didn't think much of it at first. But when he saw the same thing in the sky after some time, he was sure something strange was definitely up. The odd arrow-shaped thing just hung there. As more people saw it, they grew suspicious of its origin. with many thinking of an otherworldly object, while others were skeptical, suggesting it might just be an elaborate hoax. Speedy Orb. When the director of the All-Domain Anomaly Research Office in the U.S. revealed unclassified footage of an unidentified flying object, UFO, the world erupted with panic. A military drone captured this orb-like thing moving past the frame. As the camera moved to follow, it lost the object. After getting the clip analyzed by experts, they found that its movements defied basic physics laws. Since the release of the clip, the idea of UFOs and extraterrestrials seem a lot more real. Chilean UFO. While investigating the bizarre UFO phenomenon in Chile, a team of experts came across very strange footage. The military officials showed the clip recorded by a Chilean Navy helicopter back in 2014. A small oval-shaped object was seen barely moving in the sky.
That's the object.
Claro.
It's circular. That thing looks like it's barely moving.
Then it suddenly released a dark wave behind. The clip has stumped the military and Chilean anomalous aerial activity investigators alike. Running the clip by an expert, they came to a conclusion that the object was definitely not a man-made craft, as it maintained a temperature of 700 degrees Fahrenheit.
And the temperature of the object is about 700 Fahrenheit.
Way more than any ordinary plane could handle. Moon visitors. While using his telescope to watch over the moon, this guy accidentally captured an incredible piece of footage. Everything looked normal until he noticed a group of 3 white pill-shaped things passing over the surface of the moon. The sight came as a complete shock to the guy, who had no idea what he was witnessing. And there was no chance the clip could be computer generated, as the shadows of the objects looked perfectly aligned. The objects vanished from the screen as if they meshed with the moon's surface. This clip has been causing a lot of conspiracy. Either extraterrestrials getting to the moon, or an undercover project. The clip sure was a crazy one. Machu Picchu cigar.
Look.
A group of tourists were out exploring the Machu Picchu mountain ridge when they witnessed this bizarre sight. In the distance, a horizontally long, slim object zoomed past near the hills. Its shape looked similar to a cigar. People on the spot believed aliens have finally advanced their technology and changed their craft shape. However, there has been no proof that it was an alien UFO sighting. And after digging around the clip, I found the place was in Peru. And that pretty much sums it up, as Peru is quite famous for its never-ending extraterrestrial discoveries. Disc UFO. Saucer shape, brightly lit, spinning and flying in our airspace as if it owns it. I guess we all know the drill by now. A UFO sighting if I ever saw one. A guy out at night in Tepozatlan, Mexico, managed to record this thing flying over the Toltec Pyramid. This one even stumped the skeptics. The object seemed to shoot light downward, like it was looking to make a safe landing. The most famous theory online was that the aliens might have mistaken the Toltec pyramids with the Egyptian ones, as Egypt's pyramids have some prominent UFO sightings. A GPS malfunction? Well, it happens to the best of us. Triangular object. A bizarre sight graced the slides of Croatia. People outside for a nighttime walk encountered this triangular-shaped object, just hanging there in the sky. Adorned with neon blue lights, it looked like the UFO was parked on a layover. The guy recording this clip had never seen anything like that before, so consulting the internet seemed like a good option. Only until numerous theories confused him out of his mind, with some saying it was probably someone pulling a prank. Others had ideas about a potential alien visit. Amidst all the speculations, the object in the clip remained unidentified. Dancing lights. After hearing bizarre noises from outside, a Kansas man was able to record this terrifying clip. It looked like there was an object hiding behind the clouds. It flashed a few times before a bizarre light dance started out of nowhere. I think it's a single triangular object with a light at each corner that's spinning around. Quite a crazy sight. The guy theorized that it was indeed a UFO, probably from another dimension. But the way it was flashing out in the open made it seem suspicious. Some even called the footage a hoax. And while we stay unsure whether a clip is real or not, these objects keep visiting our planet. Towering giants.
Dios mío! Mamá! Míralo!
While on an exploration trip in Peru, a family encountered something inexplicable. Two enormous humanoid figures standing on top of a mountain. These figures didn't look like ordinary humans, but rather towering giants. The guy recording the clip compared humans and these entities on the mountain side by side. The height difference is evident even from a great distance. Many speculated that they might be extraterrestrial visitors. However, due to the video's low quality, nothing could be confirmed, leaving tourists scared to visit.
Dios mío! Mamá! Míralo!
Brazil aliens. Earlier this year, a bizarre figure spotted on a remote Brazilian hill has captivated the internet. A group of friends encountered these alleged 10-foot-tall humanoid creatures. In broad daylight, the towering entities sent shivers down the spines of onlookers as they walked along the trail before eerily standing on the hilltop. This sighting sparked a flurry of online speculation. Many netizens were convinced they were extraterrestrial visitors making an appearance, while others thought it was simply a hiker filmed from a certain angle. However, with all the conspiracy surrounding the topic, I believe our planet has become a favored spot for these entities. Cornfield visitor.
What are you?
A farmer from the northern United States was facing disturbances in his cornfield and decided to investigate at night. Equipped with a flashlight and camera, he went around his farm and noticed something hiding behind the tall stems. The entity looked straight out of an alien movie, with huge eyes and a short figure. It stood there for a while, then, realizing it was being filmed, disappeared behind the bushes. The farmer believed there was more than one in the field.
Let's see if there are more.
But the entity never fully revealed itself. Scared of its unknown intentions, the farmer ran to save his life. An alien descended from outer space, or someone pulling a practical prank. The truth remained elusive as disturbances around the farm stopped.
There you are. Come out. I won't hurt you.
Injured alien. A decade ago, this declassified clip caused a massive stir on the internet and even started an FBI investigation. The video showed the remains of an otherworldly entity, allegedly found at Area 51, the birthplace of conspiracies. At the time, the carcass was unlike anything seen before. It had a tall humanoid body with jet black eyes and an injury on its leg, believed to be caused during the UFO crash it might have suffered. Strangely, its fingers and toes resembled those of humans, but had 6 digits instead of 5. The clip spread like wildfire, and people feared that such entities might pose a threat to humans. Beach alien. We all have wondered about seeing aliens at some point, but what if it does happen to you? How will you react? Well, something exactly like this happened to this guy from Florida, when his front door camera caught a blue glowy object fall from the sky toward the beach. Seeing the footage, he decided to see what had crashed down, and he found a whole crew of officers and authorities sealing the beach and investigating an alleged alien figure that was found from the site. The guy was able to capture the alien lying on the sand, and it appeared to be a giant. But it didn't end there. The guy started experiencing strange activity around his house, like government officials were stalking him. Many online conspiracy theorists believed it was indeed an alien craft crash, and now the authorities were trying to keep it under wraps. While others were skeptical, saying all the videos the guy was posting were probably a hoax, as no one else from the area came forward confirming the claims. Alien in the woods. An explorer's nighttime visit to the woods turned sideways when he had an unexpected encounter with beings of another world. Walking around equipped with a camera and torch, he came across a twin tree. Hearing some rustling, he panned the camera toward the tree and captured this entity hiding behind. With only its face visible, one thing was clear: it was not a human. With dark, snatched eyes and short figure, it resembled the infamous Greys more than anything. Fearful of how this encounter would end, the guy cut his journey short and left the woods safely. Electrocuted alien. In a small village by China's Yellow River, a farmer named Li caused a frenzy by claiming he had trapped an alien using an electric fence meant for rabbits. He even shared photos of the supposed creature stored in his freezer, which quickly spread online. The story seemed too simple to be real, and the truth came out when authorities investigated. And finally, Li confessed that the alien story was a hoax, created with wire ropes and glue, inspired by a movie. Why did he go through all the trouble, you might ask? It was to make people believe in aliens. A strange way to start an alien conspiracy, but the alien dummy he made was pretty convincing. Moving fleet.
Oh, whoa. What is that?
Theorizing about UFOs and aliens is all fun and games until you encounter one yourself. Like this group of friends who were out at night in Spicewood, Texas, and saw a group of 5 neon green orbs moving in the sky. The strange sight was an anomaly in itself, but what happened next shocked them completely. When 2 of the orbs suddenly moved far ahead from the group, they blinked, dimmed, and then just disappeared without a trace. The group believed it was definitely a fleet of UFOs.
Well, that's a UFO for sure.
And I guess they really witnessed something extraterrestrial that day, as no one could give a better explanation for the strange sighting. SpaceX capsule.
We're going to move on out of that mysterious close encounter. This object you see here was caught on camera flying past the SpaceX rocket.
Not only our skies, these UFOs are also plaguing our space. This clip from a SpaceX shuttle camera recorded a small spinning object zoom past the spacecraft. Going viral online, the clip made headlines, and people are coming up with wild theories that it might be an alien ship keeping an eye on our space ventures. Many people also suggested that it might be ice from the rocket's liquid oxygen. The incident is being analyzed, and there has been no official confirmation. Orange moon.
Okay, that's weird.
A couple weeks ago, the moon emerged with a twist in London, UK. With an unexpected orange hue, there seemed to be something long appearing right in front of it. Unmoving at first, the object slowly started to pass by, and within seconds, it disappeared from the view.
It's moving, right? It is, it's going from left to right.
UFO, some type of cloud, drone, or weather balloon, it looked unlike anything people could imagine at the moment. Someone came forward saying it looked like the demonic Dementor was out to take someone away. Blue fireball. Back in 2017, the skies of Phoenix lit up in an unexpected way. Out of nowhere, a glowing whitish ball appeared in the sky and started descending down. It flashed and flashed before disappearing completely, like it was never there. There was another one right behind it. UFO allegations were quick to follow, but no one could tell for sure what the flashing ball was. Another similar incident happened in Las Vegas, where a family witnessed a similar glowing blue ball that crashed into their backyard.
A light streak was seen in the sky, followed by people who called 911 saying they saw giant figures in their backyard.
But it didn't end there. The family claimed to have encountered giant aliens with big eyes that came out of the ball. They even called 911, asking them over, but when the officers arrived, they didn't find anything convincing. But the family still insisted they encountered aliens for real. Inhumane entity. In a mysterious piece of home surveillance footage filmed back in 2021, the homeowner captured a person walking strangely through his yard. The figure had abnormally long arms and thin body, making it hard to identify, and the extremely bright footage added didn't help either. Internet folks were quick to point out it might be someone on drugs wandering the property. Someone even said the guy was probably possessed by some demonic entity. But the guy never saw the guy again. Now you tell me, what would you have done if you saw this in the middle of the night at your front door? Texas creature. Out in the woods late at night, you're bound to have one or two creepy encounters, just like this explorer from Texas, who was out on the hunt for some cryptid. And with luck on his side, he found exactly that. A dark, furry creature hiding behind long bushes, with the guy's torch light putting it on the spot. Moving one step at a time, the guy got the hint a little too late that he was about to get in the chase of his life. Just as the guy jumped into a run, the fled's scared for his life. Canadian UFO.
There's another one there. Look at what is that?
While visiting the Winnipeg River a few days back, a couple had an out-of-this-world encounter. Quite literally. They saw mysterious orbs hovering above the river. Shining bright yellow at first, there were two hanging there. Then, two more appeared, making the sight all the more mysterious. Like any other local, they instantly thought of UFOs and aliens. Posting the clip online, they unintentionally started a frenzy of speculation. Extraterrestrial enthusiasts agreed with the couple's theory.
Yo, I think we're seeing some aliens.
Skeptics thought it might be some earthly aircraft, but with no proof of any scheduled craft in the air, the claim was dismissed. Aussie bright streak.
The hell is it? That is insane. Look, it's just disappeared.
Just when the people of Australia think they have seen it all, something new comes up to terrify them all over again. Like this bizarre sight witnessed by the residents of Queensland back in February 2021. The night sky was lit up by two bright streaks, shocking everyone. At first, people thought it might be a meteor entering our atmosphere. But as netizens found no reports of a meteor shower, they suspected it might be related to the secretive Pine Gap Base, also known as Australia's Area 51. And when conspiracy about the sighting increased, a NASA expert pointed out that the objects were likely re-entering space debris, putting a full stop to all the speculations.
The hell is it? That is insane. Look, it's just disappeared.
Flickering light.
There it is. Whoa, it's moving so weird, Tessa.
Night skies of Alaska City, Yucatan have been rumored to be roamed by aliens. Recently, footage came online when a resident couple managed to capture a strange phenomenon up in the sky.
I was filming it, I was like, you know I'm watching you, right? And it, like right when I said that, it like flashed me a bright.
Taking a look outside his RV, he spotted a couple of blinking lights moving around. Calling his partner, they both saw the strange sight. However, those weren't the only ones, as someone else in town witnessed the same thing. This time the object had stopped blinking and was zigzagging around the sky. All the footage was sent to experts for analysis, and as of now, there's been no word on it. Anomalous orbs.
Oh, hell no. That's crazy.
These mysterious lights were spotted over San Diego. The woman who spotted them was unable to comprehend what she was seeing. Speculating it might be a UAP or something otherworldly at first, someone suggested that it might be related to military exercises.
Flares, maybe?
But not everyone was convinced, saying such exercises over residential areas were uncommon, leaving witnesses puzzled over what they saw. Sun Stealer. When a strange video is revealed by NASA itself, you know it is the real deal. And this clip here is an example. Back in April 2022, a gigantic object was seen hovering near the surface of the sun. It stayed there for a while before moving away and disappearing. As the source of the clip was so legit, people started speculating, with theories of an unearthly craft fueling up on the sun's plasma started circulating. Some suggested there might be a chance that it's a solar flare. Amidst all the guesses, NASA stated that the event in the clip was a prominence with coronal mass ejection, kind of like an eruption on the surface of the sun, where the plasma is released into the solar atmosphere. UFO sphere. This video, posted in 2021, featured this object flying near a group of passengers, riding a hot air balloon. UFO researchers call such orbs UFO sphere. The guy who recorded the clip was sure that the object would have gone undetected if it wasn't for their journey. The way it had a bright glow on top of it ruled out the possibility of a weather balloon or a parachute, leaving people with the extraterrestrial theory. With no one to clearly confirm the sighting, it remained unidentified. Strange lights. These figures of lights moving in an odd way gave onlookers a hard time trying to figure out what it was. Two of them were lit up like crazy, while the other one, the back seemed to be kicking it up. Is it just me, or their shape is similar to that of a duck floating in the sky? People tried guessing its identity. Angels, plasma beings, or something completely else. The mystery about these swirling lights has remained. Bright portal. Looks like the interdimensional beings have left their portal open. This bright spot hanging in the air was spotted by a guy visiting the hills in the early morning. With no source of the glow in sight, he believed it was there to transport otherworldly entities. Could this really be a getaway, or the guy captured a glitch on his camera? Let me know what you think of this. Floating tree.
There's a pond floating.
Is this tree really floating, or am I seeing it wrong? A local was understandably stunned by the sight of this tree branch floating away in the sky. And there seemed to be no logical explanation for the phenomenon. No strange winds or anything to make it move in the air. Just imagine seeing this first thing in the morning. The onlookers were equal parts entertained and amazed by the sight. Some people even said that a witch might have left her broom out at night.
But nothing like this.
Misty figure. In 2022, a CCTV camera captured an eerie scene in a small Mexico town. In a nearly empty parking lot, a strange misty figure descended and moved across the lot. A group of 3 stray dogs nearby apparently sensed the presence and started barking at it. The entity seemed unfazed as it continued its journey. Moving all the way up towards the road, it just suddenly disappeared. After finding the strange apparition in the footage, the owner of the camera even used a night vision filter, and it just confirmed the presence. A ghost or some other dimensional being. Although its identity remains hidden, it's interesting to see how the dogs were able to sense it. Cryptid or craft. A video has surfaced online showing a strange spinning object in the sky. Rusty brown in color with an apparent flashing light in the middle. The original footage was shaky as the object's pretty far away, but when the camera zooms out, you can see just how distant it is. Luckily, someone stabilized the video, and now we can see more details that were hard to spot before. To this day, no one has figured out where the video was taken, making people question if it's even real. However, the video is quite captivating and makes you wonder if aliens are watching us. Nightmare encounter. Hearing strange noises from his backyard, this guy decided to put up a security camera to catch the culprit. Reviewing the footage, he found this creepy humanoid figure lingering in his backyard. The pale figure had glowing eyes and looked anything but human. Not sure what to do, he decided to wait a few days to see if the entity would return. And it did! When he checked the footage again, he was shocked. The same figure was captured, breaking his door to pieces. To this day, he has no idea if it was a person, an animal, or something else entirely. Dogman.
What is that?
A group driving by a deserted highway had an encounter with a very unnatural entity. They noticed a dark figure hiding behind a tree. Feared by the unexpected presence, they started calling it out.
Nana, what is that?
But it never came forward or revealed itself. The group left the place, not wanting to be closer to it any longer. As more and more netizens saw the clip, a theory started going around that it was the hide behind, a nocturnal critter from American folklore. Here's another face-off with an alleged dogman. A giant canine-like figure seemed to be sitting in the shadows. With two shining dots for eyes, it seemed ready to pounce. But before things could get out of hand, the guy left the dogman behind, swearing never to visit again. Rooftop creature. Residents in a Filipino village got a scare of a lifetime when they found some kind of creature on a house's rooftop. The brownish-hued figure was perched with its back facing the villagers. At first, people thought it was some guy fooling the villagers. But when it turned its face around and everyone saw its glowing eyes, it became clear it was anything but human. The cryptid was accused of either being a skinwalker or the rake, as they both have thin humanoid figures and are famous for lurking in the dark, trying to hide from watchful eyes. Kentucky entity. In 2022, the streets of Moorhead, Kentucky gained global attention when a mysterious pale figure was caught on security footage. The eerie being crouched looked like it was searching for something. The clip sparked intense speculation on social media. Skeptics dismissed it as a potential hoax, saying the clip looked intentionally blurred, while believers considered the possibility of an otherworldly presence. Rather authentic or not, the figure's presence was quite scary. Enlightened figure. This insanely bright figure was found in a meditating pose inside a secluded cave. The guy who found it had heard rumors about some divine entity inhabiting the caves, so he decided to take a look for himself and found this. People seem to be visiting thinking the figure has powers to grant their wishes. But when the clip was posted online, skeptics claimed it was some guy donning a full-blown glowy outfit. But sitting there in a fit that's bright like a studio seemed very impractical. Village vortex. Chaos erupted in an Indian village when residents discovered an alien creature in the woods. Everyone rushed out to see it and were shocked to find the white-cloaked figure sitting at the top of a tree, with a bright fireball spinning around its head. When the creature noticed the people recording, the fireball fell to the ground without any impact, but the creature remained seated. One brave villager stepped forward to confront the critter, and the clip ended there, leaving viewers confused and wondering what happened next. Pale extraterrestrial. Here's another alien clip to keep you up at night. No one seems to know where it was recorded, but the uploader claimed it was leaked footage from NASA. A short, pale figure that seemed to resemble the infamous Greys. But the odd thing about it was its unusually large head hanging backwards and its shiny eyes blinked in the dark. In a blurred shot, it was seen talking gibberish. That hasn't been decoded till date. Could this really be an alien? Or someone was tricking the internet? You decide. This picture of a giant UFO has been circulating online, and people started expecting alien invasion. Have a look at this clip. A guy managed to record these UFOs hovering in the sky in broad daylight, like they couldn't care less about being captured. Although many were scared by the sight, there were people saying the clip wasn't real. But seeing it right now, it looks every bit real. 3 gigantic ships with blue lights on them. Before anyone could make sense of their intention, the ships moved ahead and disappeared from the scene. There has been no commotion after the sighting, leaving people to doubt if it really happened or not. Thank you very much for watching the video. Do like and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to not miss any of the upcoming amazing videos. Thank you once again.